Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna find this guy though. Don't know where to find him. Alright, well, welcome back guys to Vampyr. Hopefully stream will work this time and it won't do any of the bullshit it's done. So let's continue on then. Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong.
Okay.
We are doctors, not politicians.
I actually really like this guy. Like, he is actually quite a cool guy.
Thank you for your time.
Because his
We'll
whole
talk later.
thing is that even though he doesn't like people, he's like seeing the bigger picture. And he's like, okay, I gotta actually tolerate these people. Oh! There's that guy? Okay. I will cure his headache then. Bit of an annoyance that I need to run all the way back up there. But fuck it. See what happens, won't we? Yeah, here. Spines. Oh, I don't have a cure for a headache. Okay. Wow, that frame rate was really dying. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah, the scalp was so good.
I'll get it!
Oh!
Oi! Come out, you coward!
There we go. Just let that guy die. Your king and country need you. Guard the freedom of his art. See? Dead inside. Cool. What door were they trying to open? there's stuff in there? I don't know. It's a blood trail, like, quite around here. Hey, pick that one up. Okay, is there like an actual stealth kill thing here? Nope. Maybe I could get one. Oh, it's a hideout. This is just a thing. Okay. Save point. Oh, it's a scow, huh? Oh my god! I love how he just munches on the rat, like he's like influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia, very in the case of Spanish flu.
Aye. The guards recruiting more and more every year.
That's the same voice actor for both of them.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
He's mine! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
That hit me.
See how it likes a bit of fire!
They're a scow? Oh, that's not a scow, that's a large beast. This one's a lot easier than the... Oh my god. Yeah, that one's a lot easier than the first one was.
It's locked, all right.
It won't open from this side. The citizens of London, curfew, official health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 PM by the church bells. Those that must keep off the streets at that time until 5 AM. Till further notice, a city-wide curfew had been implemented. Imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. Any member of yours becomes ill, inform the 40 seat meeting. Did the curfew not opened after 9? Whitechapel Old Road, serious. Alright, we'll come back for that place later, when we need it. Nani? Oh my god! Yeah. Is that a full arm shield? Arm guard? Fuck's sake! Why is this guy gotta be this tough? There we go. That was a lot better. Back up. If we can open that. That means progression. That should be a safe house then, if that says keep out.
It's locked. I cannot enter.
It will not let me.
Whitechapel.
Hey,
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashburton.
Check my fucking map.
It's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
35 meters. You ass. Who's talking? Because I can't fucking hear them. Oh, they're up there.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Oh my god! What happened there?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Who?
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Okay, dickhead.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Alright. Well, you're dead.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk old man.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me.
Okay.
Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife. Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this
So
shit.
you're his father and you tried to shoot him?
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Okay.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just faked me last nerve.
Still not right.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word
Never
is she ain't
around.
real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Nah. So in this district I can't actually teleport or anything. Like, not one thing. Maybe he's got new dialogue. Maybe. Why? Like, why does this happen? This is a serious problem. It's not serious, but it's still shit that this happens.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, alright? Now piss off.
Fuck off. Try to help you dick.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Well, we should go to the safe house first.
As long as you have the money. Its
Son of
effectiveness
medicine.
has been proved.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
So you're a scam
I'm
artist?
interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic.
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Right.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Right.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Okay.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Like this one?
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Give me the medicine, bitch. The rise of the epidemic. She actually sells all that stuff I needed for the side quest. A ring? There must be a thing to sell. Dead inside there. I mean, I thought it was a safe house, but whatever. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whitechapel. Okay, so is this a safe house or not? There's a lot of blood in here. Like, a lot of blood. Well, there we go. Found the hideout after all. That's a bit of a pain that you need to like go through a loading screen to use the safe house. But whatever. When looking for a citizen, don't forget about your vampire sense. See, it's bullshit that the game's called Vampyr with the Y, but they're spelling vampire with the I and everything else. Oh, is that what it means? Vampire, as in vampire you? That's what the Y stands for, is you. Oh, it's dumb. But, who knows? I could be wrong. Probably right. I could be wrong. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Huh. Unknown and unknown. More people. A lot of people. Oh, fuck off.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
I should never have taken up my father's business.
What the hell? Weird.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Alright, dickhead.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
I'm right.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
So there's people up there.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Okay.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Harry Potter?
Even my dreams are soaked
Harry
with
fucking
gloom.
Potter?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Sorry about that. Right.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like...
Your dad.
Well, you know.
Just a prick.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision.
My father will hear about
Look
this.
around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Yeah.
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed.
The people that
It's the
fight all the
living
time,
I'm
or the
afraid of.
vampires.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Okay.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Don't mind if I just loot everything in here.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Of course it's fucking locked. Oh, job refusal letter. Hello. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of your refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. Thank you for the time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation. Your old boy and I lost your beloved wife. My duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly prohibits the employment of former criminals or convicts. For the collection, the ill-famed Whitwood boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir. Did you reward the first candidate to pass the small inquiry to conduct our future employees? Simply may God be with you and your family. If you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me to try to inform a professional vampire killer. These men and women are rare, but they know what they do against easy recruit. It even seems that working together under the name of Garda Prewin. Pal in our organisation to summon vampires in London. They are your friend, you're not alone. Be smart and spread the word. Clarence A. Crossing for more information, just hunt me directly. West Enders must unite. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them control you. They are amongst us. They're just after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. Maybe. He's fatigued. Huh.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
Can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Okay.
Goodbye, young man.
I'm gonna go make a
Take care of yourself.
treatment for this kid.
Even my dreams are soaked with...
No, we'll go make the fatigue, give it to his son, and then that'll be it. Not for this part, I mean, but that's all we're gonna do. And then we'll go talk to more people, because I'm not gonna end this part yet, because thankfully the stream is working. It is being fine. Being very nice to me. And that is something I can really enjoy. Truly. If you're not strong enough, remember that drinking blood's the fastest way to rest. Oh wow, okay. Right. Fatigue. Extra will be stored in your stash. I should have actually checked their conditions, what was wrong with them and stuff, but I never did. Pain and suffering in this world? So he's healthy.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Even my dreams
Let
are
me in then.
soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Be happy, you dick. Wait. Yeah, I've got one. Oh.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Better.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
I'm feeling okay, I guess.
Hey.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Shut the fuck up.
You again? What do you want this time?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think.
Huh.
Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You
Fair
really
enough.
love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My
Maybe that's why you're a bit of a cunt in.
She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a
Well,
wet boot boy now. People won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Ever.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Alright.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Does look like a shithole, admittedly.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Okay.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Ah, there's Sprouse then.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
I blame the migrants.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
It probably
Something
isn't.
like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Sure.
Right then. Show me what you have.
You got a gun. You do not have a gun.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Right, let's go talk to the other guy then. No, that's not him. There he is. Oh, what's this?
I suspect they would rather not be disturbed for now.
Good. Go on, let me just start. Ah, it's up there.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
I think that he looked at me.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Personal question. Yeah, these are two new ones.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. Now these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot
Good
boy.
boy. So dumb. Like, it's so terrible. So
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Right. Sorry about that. I'm back now.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I'll go talk to Harry then. Like, fuck's sake, they have a lot to talk about, man.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
I mean no harm to your family. But if you want my advice, this is no place to raise a child.
No matter where we live, Harry will always be sick and frail. At least here, I'm respected. And no one will ever dare touch him.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Are you glad that there's no actual karma meter in this game? So I can't actually...
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
What is he doing? Those are some weird Threatening animations?
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Ah, shut up.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
I don't know, mate.
You and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two, then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
It isn't.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends.
What happened?
What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
True.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Right, I think that's as much as we're gonna get for now.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger. That's your decision. But what about your clients?
They pay.
If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger
And
too.
if they're
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Ugh.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I'm sure you could have found another job, perhaps less lucrative. Maybe you should try again.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what or when you were going to eat?
Fair enough.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay. Oh god, it's another one.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me, since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I think that's more fucking important, though.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
Good.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Fair enough.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Right.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote,
Oh,
I'm
we can vote
convinced
now, eh?
things will change.
That's actually quite interesting, a fact to bring up.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
He's fatigued. Fuck's sake. Oh, and she's fatigued. Okay, I need to make 2 fatigue potions. Great. I think the reason why you heal people is just to boost the blood you'd get from them, but you know what? Maybe I'll get a trophy if I cure a couple of people with fatigue. I should actually go back to that sales merchant girl, because she might sell me fucking document that will cure headache. Maybe, but I don't know. Okay. Geography ability. Doing a bit of resting. Yeah, the autography ability seems like the best ability though, honestly. Not really much else in using any other ability, I would say. Oh. Fuck. This is a really long fucking part of nothing but talking as well. Like, I've spent at least half an hour talking to these fucking people. Back and forth, back and forth. There's a lot of talking in this game. But, you know, it's interesting. And I don't feel like I'm wasting time doing it. I just feel like I'm getting a little bit tired though.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Oh, yes. No.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
She's recovering.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Sounds like a great guy.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
This district. I don't know what. Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
See you later. And there we go. Oh, who are you now? I'm too far away right now for this shit. I need to get back to the girl with the medicine. That's just a preacher that's been a dick. Healthy. Oh, he's got a migraine. I don't know if I can heal that.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Yeah, show me. No.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Does he... Oh wait, does he have migraine? No, he's fatigued.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss stinking alley reeking worse
Fatigue and migraine. That's what I need to do.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I can cure the fatigue, for sure. But can I cure the migraine? Being a doctor's fucking hard, isn't it? Like, fuck's sake. That is a job I could never do in my life. It's a great job. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a very, very good job. Just because not only do you get paid a lot, but, you know, you're saving lives and helping people get better. However, fuck no. I don't think I have the stomach for that shit. Like, opening up someone, seeing their organs and that, I'd probably fucking die if I saw that. just from how horrible it looks. Who the fuck are yous? Migraine? Nope, no migraine. Only fatigue still. Let's go and frickin' give the cure to that kid then. Okay, so basically that is the reason why you heal people, is because if you heal people the district level increases and doesn't get worse. So much fucking shit, man. Seriously. It's still serious though.
I have this thirst for blood.
Yes, I know you do.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough.
I can't cure migraines, which suck.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
Covering migraine. Oh, the good shit. What is this area? Oh wait, I'm using my powers again. You know what? I'll buy some of that medicine if I can. And now it's doing that stupid loading thing again. Awesome. For no reason.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Show me it. Okay. That'll be it. I don't know how much money I honestly have. Unknown. Who's that? Oh, it's some guy in the place that I need to... Where am I? Here we go. This is where I was.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Baron, you will get it.
Trickery.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic.
Yes.
But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself.
What, the
corrupting
devil?
the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them. Those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Science is our only hope.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses?
Worse?
Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
Wow.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Well, that's all that you fucking can get, really? Healthy. Oh, so he is healthy, he's just a bit of a fucking psychopath.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
So basically you've killed him?
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country.
Right.
That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential.
He's like,
for
they should be
health.
in the kitchen.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients.
Oh.
It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Ah, I see.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
I definitely understand what you're getting at. But I do not agree with it. Do not be crazy with me. Oh my god. Huh.
The wars of men should not be your main concern.
Right, I think we've almost finished talking to everybody. I think. Hopefully. Yeah, what's up here? Nothing is up here. I'm surprised that guy doesn't like say anything. Because I'm sure he must have seen me. But for beginning a free medical trip in between flowers. Camellia.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, are you mute?
I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
Can she?
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
See ya. Smell taking a flirt shining between the flowers again. Yep, she saw that. Good thing she can't talk though. Terrible. Alright, let's get some of these side missions done then. Fuck's sake. Retrieve Barrett's wrist box. Retrieve Samuel, the disciple in the cemetery. Oh, fuck's sake.
You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily routine.
Shut up. I keep saying that it's up.
Want some of this?
No.
All of you bloody leeches need killing.
Fuck. What's that? Large beast and 2 rogue scows are in there. Oh my god, so much attacks! I literally have no recovery. They do big damage though. Another large beast, and he's on the other side. Don't think I can get through there though. I would like to fight that thing, but honestly, I just want to have a look around here for a moment. Hatch, I kinda want to use that actually. I don't know what it is, but I really like axe weapons. Oh my god! It's gotta be somewhere in here or right here. Somewhere in here, supposedly up here.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
Oh, is there? Did not know that. There you go. Barrett, there's no way to say it, so I'm going to be blunt. We can't keep on like this, at least I can't keep on like this. If whoever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him and he will kill you. We had some good days, let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis, you know it and I know it too. And this right here and right now, if you agree with this show, wait to be happy again, you, Joe and me in time, and the most important part of our story will have been preserved until the day I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now, Jane Peterson. Oh my god! Wow!
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife.
Okay, well,
addressed to
my
Barrett
stream is now
Lewis.
fucked up.
Who should I give it to, I wonder?
So, now that the stream's fucked up, I have no choice but to end this. So, the best thing I'm going to do is going to go to a safe house and then close the game. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next part. Bye.